This would be my comic book collection that I have here. Knuckles Archive, Part 1, Volume 1. Ratchet and Clank. Mega Man Issue 10. Mega Man Issue 11. Mega Man Issue 12, The Return of Dr. Wily, Part 4. And the free comic book day of Ultimate Spider-Man. Knuckles Archives, Volume 2. And the Sonic Universe, which I pretty much mostly have. The Shadow Saga, which is pretty much all 4 issues into one. The same thing with the Shadow, the 30 years later, which is, again, all 4 issues in it, with the first 25 years later into it. The last part in the Knuckles The Return, Part 4, only have that one, sadly. Journey to the East Saga, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. The Tails Adventure, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4. The Treasure Team Tango Saga, well, arc, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. I don't have all of the Silver Saga, though. I only have the 3rd one and the final one. The Scourge Lockdown, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Eat My Dust, and Part 4, which no longer says Lockdown. Babylon Rising, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4. The Scrambled arc, which I pretty much like to call the Eggman arc, basically. So we've got Part 1 of the Eggman arc, Part 2, and so far I have Part 3. And that's pretty much it for Sonic Universe. And then I have my main series, Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't have all of it, though. I don't even have anything under 200 besides this one. I just have pretty much the last 2 issues of the Endgame saga. Alright, so I've got 205, 206, and this is also very random. I didn't get really all of them from 205, so it might jump off a bit. So 206, yeah, 208 now, actually. 209, 210, 211, and 212. 213, and 217, missing a couple of issues there. And then I have 219, and I have the recent milestone issue, 225. And then I got the Genesis arc, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. Then Chaos pretty much obstructs with the story. So 230, 231, 233, 233, oops, sorry, 234, and 235. That's all I have so far. So, thank you for watching. That is my Sonic the Hedgehog, well, pretty much my entire comic book collection so far. Hope you enjoyed!